Hey everybody! I'm here today to show you and tell you how to get rid of new car smell easily. I'll be going over 5 things that actually work, so let's get right into the video. That's right, there are 5 easy ways, 5 easy things that you can do to get rid of that legendary new car smell. Some people like that smell, other people don't like the smell, but either way, you should probably try to get rid of it because, it's just not really something that you want with regards to how your car smells. So let's get right into this video. Number 1, the first thing that you can do is drive with the windows down. So literally, just go for a drive and get your windows down. Now, some people don't like driving with the windows down. Other people love driving with the windows down. Whatever preference you have, just drive with the windows down. It will get rid of that smell much faster. I love driving with the windows down, other than when I'm filming, my windows are up. When I'm filming, like now. But when you drive with your windows down, it gets rid of any smell that's in the car. It lessens any smell that's in the car, including new car smell. Number 2, okay? Now, some people refer to this as like taking the car and baking it, right? But basically what you want to do, I don't really call it anything, but the idea, has a name for it, which some people will call it baking the car, which basically means you want to take your car, get all of your windows and roll them down about 1 inch to 2 inches, okay? And you want to leave it in the sun. Now, what's going to happen is the interior of your car will get quite hot because, it's in the sun, and a little bit of that heat will escape, a little bit of that smell will escape through the windows being down a couple of inches, okay? Now, once your car has been left in the sun, honestly, you can even do this for half an hour and it'll be effective. You want to open the doors, give it about 2 or 3 minutes to just really cool down a little bit and air out. Then you want to get a damp cloth and just wipe down every surface of the car. Obviously, make sure that the surfaces that you're wiping down can be wiped down with a damp cloth. Every car is different. It might be made of a super high-end material that you don't want to use a cloth on. I understand, but if we're talking about, everyday cars, like having leather seats or cloths, regular cloth seats, wipe it down with a damp rag, and that's going to actually get rid of a lot of the smell, okay? Now, this is very beneficial if you have to park in the sun anyways, and you're not afraid to leave your windows down a little bit. If you're comfortable leaving your windows down and you have to park your car in the sun anyways, just bring a damp rag with you whenever you go back to your car and wipe down the surfaces, okay? Number 3, use a car air purifier. I've used an air purifier for a car one time, and it just took out the smells that were in the car and made it smell a little bit more neutral. From what I understand, it will reduce the new car smell as well, because the new car smell is basically VOCs that are being released from the materials of the car. Essentially similar to like paint, when you're painting a wall, similar to that. So an air purifier will hopefully remove those as far as I can understand, but I've never actually used it in a new car. I've used it in an older car that kind of smelled, okay? Number 4, detail the car or have it detailed. When you detail a car, or when you have it detailed by a professional, they're going to clean the surfaces, they're going to deep clean the surfaces and pull out whatever they put in there. So I detail my own cars. I have basically a sort of like a rug cleaner that I use to detail the cars, and essentially I spray the seats, the carpets, and I pull out the water. So they're getting soaked, not soaked, but they're getting water put in them and then water sucked out of them, right? So whatever sort of water went in there is going to hopefully get the smell, absorb the smell, and then be pulled out. So it is expensive to have your car detailed. To be honest with you, the reason I got my little detailing machine was because the machine basically costs the same amount as it would cost to detail the car. So I bought the machine, and by detailing the car myself, it paid itself off essentially, and now every time I use it, it's basically all free. You can kind of think of it like that, just because it already paid for itself by allowing me to detail my own car, okay? Lastly is number 5, which is to open a box of baking soda in the car and just leave it open. Baking soda is known to absorb odors. When you open a box of baking soda in the car, it's going to absorb the odors in the car. Now, including that new car smell, the VOCs, and any other odors that might be in the car. Now, because the nature of driving is right, so you essentially don't want to just open the box of baking soda and leave it on the floor of the car, or you're going to end up with stuff all on the floor of your car. Very simple, especially a new car. You don't want that to happen. So what I recommend is take the box of baking soda and place it inside of a cup holder where it's going to be safe, or place it inside of a slightly bigger box that is secure. So this way, if it falls over, it will fall in the other box. That's another idea. Or you could take the baking soda, put it inside of something else, you know, and then just leave it. So you can get a disposable cup, put the baking soda inside of that disposable cup, and just leave that disposable cup in the cup holder, right? You know, the sky's the limit with your creativity, but essentially that baking soda will do a fantastic job at absorbing the odors in the car. And that's essentially it. Those are 5 ways to get rid of new car smell relatively easily. You know, I've tested some of them when we got our van, which was at this point about a year-ish ago as of the filming of this video. I schedule my videos in advance, so the release of it will be much later. But yeah, and it worked. It seemed like the smell went away faster, but I only tested a couple of them quickly. I didn't like go crazy with it, right? Because we were driving it anyway, so I just ended up getting the windows down. I drove alone in it, so no one else was susceptible to the smell. And I just drove with the windows down, and I did a couple of the other things, and it seemed to go away quite fast. So that is essentially how to do it and my experience with doing it as well. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.